Hey everybody, Chris here. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at what if Michael Saylor had bought Dogecoin instead of Bitcoin. It's going to be a fun one. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel, hit that little notification bell. You can be notified when my new videos come out, as well as when I do live streams. We were live yesterday, and we were talking about this article in particular. If you had invested $100 in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin when Joe Biden took office as US president, here's how much you'd have now. And some of you who were there in the chat were saying, wow, that's really incredible. So this is what it is. Investing $100, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Doge. Biden was elected to the presidency in November, and he was sworn in on January 20th, 2021. So if you invested $100 into each of those three, well, what were the prices? The prices at that time, Bitcoin was $36,378, Ethereum was $1,405, and Dogecoin 0.0092. That's right, Dogecoin less than a penny. At the current price, Bitcoin 26.1, Ethereum at 15.72, and Dogecoin at 6.07 cents. Here's how much you would have today. Bitcoin, you would be down 28%. You'd only have $71 of Bitcoin. Ethereum, you'd be up 11.9% at $111. But Dogecoin, you would be up 560%. So that $100 investment would be worth $660 today. Now, S&P 500, you'd have a return of 11.5. So Ethereum, little better than S&P 500, but Bitcoin is down 28%. So it's more about when you buy than how much you buy, according to this. So looking at where we are now, as opposed to where the prices of cryptocurrencies could be in the future, might make you think about, well, do I buy Bitcoin or do I buy Dogecoin? So that's kind of what the premise of this thing is. And where this comes from is, well, we have MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy has been buying Bitcoin. And Michael Saylor has been all over Twitter, YouTube, wherever, just talking about Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. So this website here shows a history of all of the purchases of MicroStrategy, starting with August 11th, 2020, that first Bitcoin that was purchased, and 21,454 Bitcoin, $250 million. And there were all of these purchases. So we start with that, and then we have this most recent purchase, which happened, another $147 million worth of Bitcoin. So now MicroStrategy has over 158,000 Bitcoin. So you add this latest purchase, and so as of September 24th, MicroStrategy holds 158,245 Bitcoin, acquired for about $4.68 billion, and their average price is $29,582. And when we look at the history, this from TradingView shows the chart of the price of Bitcoin and all of the instances where Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy bought Bitcoin. Even all the way up here at 7,000 Bitcoin at $59,187 per Bitcoin. It's like, ah! So no wonder they're a little bit down. There was one sale that was kind of interesting, but then they bought back in like 2 days later, which was kind of interesting. But that is all accounted for here. So what I did was I took all of these numbers and I put them on a spreadsheet. And I said, okay, here's the spreadsheet. And I put them all and I summed them all up, including this latest purchase, which was sometime between August 1st and September 24th. So within that range. And some of these were ranges and some of these were exact dates. So I put them all in and I put them on the spreadsheet. And so they are right now at this total investment of $4.677 billion invested. they have a current value at this price of 26,200 of 4.146 billion, or negative $531 million. So they are at a loss right now. $531 million loss. That's about 11% loss. They are with all of their cumulative Bitcoin purchases. And here's their average of 29,557. So I was like, well, what would have happened if they would have bought Dogecoin instead of Bitcoin? What does that look like? So what I did was I added to this spreadsheet all of Dogecoin purchases, if they had purchased Dogecoin. And so all the same dates here apply. And based on the price of Dogecoin, which I went into the history and I looked at what the price of Dogecoin was on all of these dates, and then wherever there was a range of dates, I took roughly an average, whatever the average was, price, just to average it out. And if they had bought Dogecoin instead of Bitcoin, their $4.677 billion investment would now be worth $19 billion at a Dogecoin price of 6.1 cents. $19 billion. That is a profit of $15.2 billion, 326% return. So you look at a $531 million loss versus a $15.2 billion profit, I would think they should have bought Dogecoin, not Bitcoin. However, this whole theory falls apart because they would have bought more Dogecoin than there is in existence right at the beginning. Their first purchase of 8/11/20, they would have purchased 74 billion Dogecoin. And how many Dogecoin were there at that time? Well, we go to CoinMarketCap, and CoinMarketCap shows you how many coins are in circulating supply. And right now, Dogecoin, there's 141 billion Dogecoin. But they also have this historical snapshot. And here we look at August 11th, 2020, and Dogecoin was the 36th largest coin by market cap, 125.8 billion Doge. So at that amount of Dogecoin, between the 74 billion purchased on August 11th and on September 14th, another 62.3, they would have bought more Dogecoin than was actually in existence. So the whole theory falls apart there because there weren't enough Dogecoin to buy. That's because Doge was only at 0.0033 cents. That's right, less than a third of a penny for a Dogecoin, meaning that there weren't enough Dogecoin to buy. But the theory of was the Bitcoin purchase the best? And could you do this maybe looking at other coins as well? Possibly. Maybe Ethereum and what that would have looked like. But I just thought it was interesting just looking at Dogecoin because there are a lot of people who bought a lot of Dogecoin back here when Doge was at a third of a penny, who now are sitting in heavy, heavy profits. And more profits here in Doge than you would have in Bitcoin. So I understand what Michael Saylor is saying about Bitcoin and the future of Bitcoin, but if you're looking at it maybe from just an investment point of view, Dogecoin has fared much better. And that is buying all of these purchases of Doge instead of Bitcoin on all of the exact dates where they were buying Bitcoin. So even up at the peak, when they were buying this, when they were buying these big chunks of Bitcoin here, at the peak of the bull market, Dogecoin, well, I guess the highest purchase of Dogecoin was at 49 cents, would have been there on May 13th at 49 cents, then 43 cents, then 21, 23, 20, 19. So those were the biggest purchases there of the Doge, the fake purchases, right? Because there weren't enough Dogecoin to buy because they had already bought the whole supply. But just showing you, like, a dollar cost average works for Dogecoin, and over time, I mean, look at the average price, even buying a lot of this Dogecoin at 49 cents, 43 cents, at the end, their average price is like less than a penny and a half based on buying Dogecoin theoretically instead of Bitcoin. So thought that was a fun little exercise to look at. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this buying Doge in sort of this DCA strategy over the years, and particularly where we are now at like 6 cents and where Doge might be in the future as opposed to Bitcoin. Please give the video a like. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.